Yes, as we all know, many franchises have went down and went up in sales. It's just the history of franchises. But here are five movie franchises that are declining in popularity. Number five, the Terminator franchise. Or not really declining in popularity, the sequels are losing popularity. Terminator is a franchise that had a very troubled history. Since Terminator was a very successful movie, it grossed $78 million worldwide. Terminator 2 was a smash hit, um, making $203 million. Why is it then the series started dropping in quality? Terminator, Why is it the Machines grossed to $150 million, Salvation $125 million, and Genesis less than $100 million. It is very likely that Doc and the worldwide totals have also changed throughout the series as well. Tornado 1, Tornado 2, Tornado 3, Tornado Salvation, and Genesis was only boosted due to Chinese sales. Excluding China, Genesis did worse than Salvation. So, the franchise is a very fast declining franchise. I would expect the last movie to gross even less than $300 million. Number four. This is a very surprising one, but it's Star Wars. Star Wars. Why is Star Wars on the list? You see Star Wars everywhere. Okay, you see Star Wars everywhere. Okay, the original trilogy and the prequels were very successful, but it isn't because of the prequels. It is because of the latest few movies. Okay, you can see here, Star Wars made a triumphant return in The Force Awakens, making $2 billion. The Last Jedi Rogue One also goes $1.0 billion, and also The Last Jedi made $1.3 billion. But the problem is, people just didn't really care for The Last Jedi, and consequently, Solo: A Star Wars Story made $393 million on top of a $275 million budget, and Han Solo is one of the most popular Star Wars characters. So this movie just did nobody just wanted to see a movie about Han Solo. And there was some news out there saying that the Rise of Skywalker was breaking ticket sales. But Solo did exactly that and it still made less money. And also is projected to go to lowest in the franchise. But we'll see about that. Number three. Another classic sci-fi franchise is Alien. Why sci-fi franchises decline so much is is mind-boggling. But Alien is another franchise that has overstayed its welcome. The first two movies are classics. We can all say about that. But you can see here that the franchise has just done worse and worse over the years. Alien 3, for example, did worse than Aliens and Alien. Alien Resurrection did worse than Alien 3, and Alien vs. Predator was a failed experiment, and Prometheus did make the franchise a triumphant return, but people said there were no aliens, so the sequel to Prometheus completely flopped. You can see here, this is the box office for each movie. You can see here, Covenant did worse than Aliens, and that's not even adjusted for inflation. Same for Prometheus, it is the highest grossing in the franchise, unadjusted for inflation. If you adjust it for inflation, Alien and Aliens did way better than Prometheus. Number two, The Secret Life of Pets. A relatively new franchise is The Secret Life of Pets. And this is a movie that, not many people cared about. So, The Secret Life of Pets is an Illumination franchise. And we all know how differing of quality those movies are. But you can see here, the first movie grossed $386 million, grossed almost $900 million worldwide. How much did the sequel do? Under $58 million domestically, and less than $450 million, almost half of the original. So this franchise won't probably be here for much longer. They were probably planning to make a third movie, but was cancelled. And number one, XMen. As you all know, the X-Men franchise has done really well throughout its 19-year run, but Dark Phoenix put the franchise on a whimper. But the franchise was actually dying before Dark Phoenix came out. There were the successful Deadpool movies and Logan, and but we'll talk about the mainline X-Men movies. Days of the Future Past is considered the best X-Men movie, while Apocalypse is considered a very disappointing movie and underperforms greatly. Okay, the highest grossing X-Men movies don't even have the X-Men in it, with Logan, Deadpool, and Deadpool 2 being 3 of the 5 highest grossing X-Men movies. And you see that gray one down? That's Dark Phoenix. It did worse than, X-Men or the Wolverine movie, where you thought the Wolverine series was died after the first Wolverine movie. The X-Men franchise has varied through quality through the years, with some fans hating some movies, such as X-Men Origins Wolverine and Dark Phoenix and Apocalypse, and it just shows that the New Mutants will probably just do, and Dark Phoenix led to the eventual cancellation of the X-Men movies because of Disney's evilness. There are many more movies franchises we can cover. There's Black, and there's many others that we can cover that are dying. But here are 5 movie franchises that are dying, and this is why Hollywood needs to make new franchises, because series do not last forever. Goodbye.